The world is reconciled in Jesus. The Confession of the Confessional Lutheran Church. Article 26. The Son's humiliation. He suffered under Pontius Pilate, was crucified, died, and was buried. Jesus redeemed me, a lost and condemned human being, bought me and secured me from all sins, from death, and from the power of the devil, not with gold or silver, but with his holy, precious blood, and with his innocent suffering and death. He humbled himself to redeem all people once for all. This universal and objective redemption, proclaimed to me, is why I can be certain God is in a good mood with me, purely because of Jesus, and for no reason within me. He was conceived and born under the law, circumcised to place him under its demands, and baptized to stand publicly in the place of me and all sinners. He fulfilled the law by actively obeying it perfectly in my place, and passively receiving the full curse of the law that I deserved. Jesus emptied himself, but only in respect to his human nature, so that in his state of humiliation, he did not make full and continual use of his divine attributes through his human nature, meaning he could truly suffer and die for me. He was still fully God, and his divine nature was at no time changed or decreased. He took the form of a servant, submitting to the point of death, even to death on a cross. He humbled himself in this way for me and all people, making God's love for me certain. Jesus really suffered. He experienced external temptation without sin, endured all sorrow, grief, humiliation, shame, physical pain, and true temporal death. He never doubted his Father's goodness toward him, perfectly obeying his Father's will. Jesus is fully able to sympathize with all my weaknesses, and nothing I suffer or experience can ever separate me from him. The Father and the Spirit have never been angry with Jesus, but God's wrath, which is his legal condemnation of all sin and evil, fell on Jesus on the cross instead of falling on sinners. Now God, from his side, is completely at peace with every sinner. Jesus fully exhausted all God's wrath against my sin. Innocent Jesus was wrongly condemned in 2 law courts and crucified under Pontius Pilate, completely satisfying the law's demands on me and all people. He condemned sin in the flesh, and the world is now genuinely reconciled to God because Jesus bore and took away the sin of the whole world. In Jesus' death, all died and are justified in him. I receive this by trusting him alone. He defeated the devil, destroyed death as Lord, and broke the power of sin. No accusation against me can ever stand before God. Jesus is the one mediator between God and all people by the cross. At the cross, he opened a new way to God, gave a complete and finished atonement, and fully accomplished redemption for all people. I therefore never know Jesus apart from the cross, but always as the one who still bears the marks of his suffering for me. This has been Article 26 of The World is Reconciled in Jesus.